But
So supporting actress.
she won an Academy Award for her lead in her lead in a supporting role, Best Actress. Give her the Oscar. 100 years old.
Well, it's not Rita Moreno because she's in her 90s.
Lena Horne.
No,
Lena Horne's deceased.
No, this was a drama. This was a drama.
A drama?
This particular film, set in, I believe, in the suburbs of New York or in that area.
Is she American or foreign?
You know what? I don't know.
Huh.
I'm not sure. I think. I'm not sure. It's a good question. I'm not sure.
Good question.
I just stumbled upon it. Is she American or not? I don't know. She could, with her name, she could be from Canada.
Ooh.
She could be Canadian.
So I guess that rules out Gina Lola Brigida.
That's who I was
No,
thinking
Gina,
of.
baby. No. So anyway, I'll leave that out there.
Thank you.
And know you're up against the break, guys. I usually calling you up against the break. But let's go to speaking of awards. And speaking of 1970, at the 1970 Grammys, this band's nominated for 11 Grammy Awards. They won 3. 11 times it was nominated. So you're talking about the previous year because this is at the 1970 Grammys. Which band am I referring to? I may have asked this months before. And I'm voting for Hitching a Ride by Vanity Fair.
I'm shocked.
Why?
I have a last-minute guess, Moose.
I was going to leave it out for the audience, but
Well, you directed it to us.
I did indeed.
I can't remember if she won an Oscar, but I know she's still living. Is it Kim Novak? Okay.
Yvette Mimieux.
Yvette Mimieux.
I'm looking for
Pepe
French names.
Pepe
Oh,
Le Pew.
no, this lady is, she was in another classic film. So I'm going to leave that out there. My vote's for Eva Marie Saint, and I'll get back to you later. Okay?
You just gave the answer.
Oh, my God. I just
Eva
gave
Marie
the answer.
And I was on the verge of saying that.
Me too.
Okay.
It's all right, Moose. We understand. You're getting old.
Yeah, very old. So
so-
much for keeping it
So
secret.
I have a question. Maybe it'll help you out a little bit. Joe Callahan gave me this morning.
Yeah.
Name the early drummer for Walter Becker and Donald Fagen.
A drummer?
An early drummer.
Boy.
Somebody, someone well known, not for being a drummer, however.
Oh, Stevie Dan question. Huh?
Yes, he said you're the only person that would know this.
Well, I don't know. They've had a lot of member changes in Stevie Dan as far as band members. Becker and Figueroa.
I never knew this guy was a drummer.
Yeah, but I don't know. Offhand, I don't know.
All right, let's see if anyone else knows.
Yep, okay.
All right, very good.
Talk to you later, bye.
All right, and we're going to go to break. We'll be right back.
ON Radio.
Every once in a while, you meet a businessman that you just can't wait to do business with. Steve Peluso of Peluso Precision Automotive at 93 Blackstone Street in Mendon, Mass. is such a man. He specializes in mechanical repairs of vintage and classic cars. And if you don't have one, you'll want to have one just to share the experience with Steve. Maybe you had one in the past, never had a resource like Peluso Precision Automotive to keep it running and chase down parts for you, but now you do. Stop in and see Steve, and Steve will steer you in the right direction. Call Peluso Precision Automotive at 508-478-8900. That's 508-478-8900.
Get hands-on with our creative crafts and learn how to create beautiful charcuterie bouquets that will wow your friends and family at the Honey Shop Academy, in the same building as the famous Honey Shop store next to Navigant Credit Union on Park Avenue. Did you ever want to learn about foraging for mushroom hunting? Our expert instructors will guide you through the wonders of nature, dive into the fascinating world of beekeeping, herbal medicine, permaculture, and so much more. With our horticultural gardening methods, you'll cultivate the skills to grow a thriving garden right at home. Don't miss out on this opportunity to enrich your life, make new friends, and explore your passions. Call the Honey Shop Academy today at the Honey Shop. Today, 401-766-1488 to learn about our upcoming classes or to schedule your own private group session at the Honey Shop Academy at the Honey Shop store.
It's Imperial Cars Anything for Trade sales event, our biggest event of the year. Shop over 2,000 new and used vehicles in our huge inventory. Finance rates as low as 0% and discounts up to 15% off MSRP. Clean out your attic, basement, or garage and use it for your down payment. Trade in your unwanted or outdated jewelry, gold, Rolex watches, diamonds, flatware, and rare coins. We'll even take campers, jet ski, motorcycles, bikes, and appliances too. Click ImperialCars.com to shop our entire inventory.
All right, we're back. Let's get right to the calls. Good morning. To whom am I speaking?
Paul from Pawtucket.
Hey, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to go with hitching a ride. I wish everything was beautiful, but between the wars and politics, everything bothers me. Seinfeld trivia, Gary, or anyone. Why was Kramer banned from the fruit store?
For squeezing the peaches.
He returned the bad peach.
Oh, we returned a bad peach. Okay, yes. Yeah.
You were close.
Yeah.
I give you 50%.
Yeah.
I got a 10 o'clock appointment. Hope to talk to you tomorrow.
I was watching. Stay with me for a minute on Seinfeld.
Oh, sure. Sure.
I can't have the sound on in the middle of the night because it bothers my wife. But so I turned Seinfeld on, and I'm watching it without sound, and I see George wearing some glasses, and as soon as I saw the glasses, I knew what episode it was, and I was thinking to myself, you know, how many episodes can we name just by naming one prop, or one thing?
Would that be the locker room?
No, it would be when he buys a pair of glasses and they're women's glasses.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they had an endless array of topics, didn't they?
Well, because when you buy glasses, you're buying glasses because you can't see, and yet you're trying on these frames and you can't see. So I think that's where this was coming from.
Yeah. I've been wearing glasses my whole life, and I've been in front of the women's glasses, and I'm saying that I have to ask the optician, where's the guy's glasses?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Good morning. To whom am I speaking?
Hey, morning, Gary. This is Armin Conan.
Morning, Armin.
All right, between the two songs, I got to go with the faster and peppy one, Kitchen Vanity Fair. Good rhythm on that song. It moves right along. I mean, the other one's a classic pop song, too, but Vanity Fair for me. The band, the drummer for the early Steely Dan band question, I think for some reason, I think it's Chevy Chase.
And you'd be right.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I had a feeling. He played a little bit of drums, I guess. And what was the other question? The Grammy question, 1969. For some reason, I'm thinking it's Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I think were nominated all those times. I'm not sure, but I'll throw it out there.
Good guess.
Yesterday, you had Norman Greenbaum on there, and I remember watching him on TV do a little interview or something. And he, like you said, after he made a lot of money on that song, he got out of the music business. He was actually a goat and sheep farmer in California for many years, and a cook also. And then he got back into music, you know. So it was pretty interesting on him.
Yeah.
And I'll throw this question out there. I think we've had this one before. In the 60s, I'm thinking of two bands that were one-hit wonders. One of them had a female drummer.
Okay.
I know Eddie's going to be jumping all over this one. And the other one, another band had a male drummer that had hooks on his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember this one?
Yep.
See if we could come up with those two bands. They were both one-hit wonders. And you can name the songs also.
Yeah, I know they are.
Yep. Of course, Eddie's all over it. All right, we'll throw it out there, guys.
All right, very good.
Moose
All right, thank you.
Moose will know that.
Well, we've talked about the hook drummer
Yeah.
in the past.
Yeah.
We have.
We have. Wasn't he on that Tammy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were on the Tammy show.
Right, the Tammy show.
Yeah.
First time I saw him.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of him before, but you, of course, knew everything. So,
Everything.
but they were very good. They were very good.
Yeah, he was good.
They were relatively local. They're from the area, New England.
I don't know where they're
I think they're from New England. But anyway, let someone else come up with it. Not the girl escapes me. I can't think of Karen Carpenter, but wasn't she a drummer? But
I'll show you that album next
certainly
week.
wasn't a one-hit wonder.
I'll show you that album next week.
Next week, okay. Who else? Well, we're gonna leave it out there anyway.
What band had a one-armed drummer?
A one-armed drummer?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I know who that is. Can't think of it though.
They're like a heavy rock,
Yeah.
like AC/DC or
He
something.
lost his arm in a motorcycle accident. or
Yeah.
something.
But anyway,
Anyway.
I diverse.
The luckiest day of his life. I'll be playing pool tonight with a guy who lost an arm in a Jeep accident, actually. And he
Really?
said it was the luckiest day of his life because he didn't get killed.
Yeah,
He
okay.
just lost an arm. So, remarkable, amazing pool player, believe it or not, with one arm. So, last week he just kept beating me, and I'm not that great anymore. I used to be pretty good, but the guy whose house we go to, who owns the pool table, is a very good pool player, and the one-arm guy kept on beating him.
Wow.
It's kind of neat.
I have to break for him, though. That's the only thing he can't do well. Good morning. To whom am I speaking?
Hey, guys, back at. We got a correct answer with the band that was nominated for 11 Grammys at the 1970 Grammy Awards, and they won 3, and that's Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Good job, Armin. The one-handed, the hook guy, he Multi was his name. He was with the Barbarians.
Yep.
Are you a boy or
Are you a
girl?
girl? Or What the New Breed Say they had too. That was another song they had. What the
That's
New
another-
Breed Say.
What's that, Fast Eddie?
They had a song also called What the New Breed Say.
What the New Breed Say?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know about the girl. It can't be Karen Carpenter because it's not a one-hit wonder.
Right.
The Eva Marie Saint slip. I got a follow-up with that. in the movie North by Northwest, when she plays the leading role in supporting role again as the leading woman, so to speak. Alfred Hitchcock said this: there's a deeper meaning about North by Northwest. I mean, what is it? What's the deeper meaning, North by Northwest? Hitchcock described it once. He says North by Northwest. It's an entertainment of the highest order. It's a fantasy. He said this repeatedly in an interview with somebody in 1963. He says the whole film is epitomized in the title. There is no such thing as North by Northwest completed. Complete the end of that sentence.
No idea.
That's what we got. And I have something else before you go to the break. In 1964, in the spring, all top 10 songs of 1 week, all the top 10 songs on the British charts in 1964, every single one of them have something in common. The top 10 songs in the spring of 64 on the UK charts all have something in common. I can name you some of the songs. There's a couple of people who I don't even know. But off the top of your head, here it is. Anyone What I Heart was number 1. Bits and Pieces was number 2. Little Children by Billy J. Kramer. Diane by the Bachelors. Not Fade Away by the Stones. Just One Look, a Hollies song. Needles and Pins. And then a couple of new things here. And one of them that's really another song called I Think of You by the Mersey Beats. Boys Cry by Eden Kane. I don't know. And this girl, Kathy Kirby, Let Me Go Lover. A big British star in the early 60s. She was huge. She did a cover of Doris Day's Secret Love. And it's all pretty good in the UK, but what do all those 10 songs have in common?
Are they all the same record label?
Nope. Okay. I'm going to leave it out. I know you're against the break, so I'll go
All right.
back.
Very good. And we'll be right back.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street in Woonsocket. This is ON AM and FM.
WOON Woonsocket.
Hi, this is Steve Peluso, owner of Peluso Precision Automotive in Mendon. Since 2017, Peluso Precision Automotive has been your destination for auto care, transmissions, and general classic car repair. I've had a passion for classic cars since I was born, and I started hanging around a gas station when I was 7 years old. Plus, I have more than 40 years of experience repairing the classics. So if you have a 53 Bel Air or a 67 Mustang or a 71 Dodge and it needs servicing, bring it to Peluso Precision Automotive, 93 Blackstone Street in Mendon. Peluso Precision Automotive is your vintage car specialist, so give us a call at 508-478-8900. And remember the number, it's 508-478-8900.
This is State Senator Melissa Murray. I'd like to welcome you to Autumn Fest and congratulate this year's Grand Marshals, Roger and Mitch Savini. Thank you so much for visiting and supporting our wonderful community event. And please be sure you make a plan to vote on November 5th. Paid for by Friends of Melissa Murray.
This ON AM and FM radio weather forecast is being brought to you by Bourget and Associates Incorporated. We're a nationwide provider of a wide variety of due diligence and business financial consulting services. Visit our website, bourgetgroup.com. Sunny skies and a high of 57 with a breeze from the northeast. Tonight, clear skies, overnight low of 41. Friday's weather, sunshine and 59. Saturday, sunshine and 68. Sunday, sunny and 72. Monday, sunny and 76. Tuesday, sunny and 75. And next Wednesday, mostly sunny skies and a high of 72 degrees.
All right, we're back, and the lines are open at 401-766-1240.
You know what I was just thinking, Gary?
I have no idea.
Everything is beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
But it really isn't.
Hint. No, it really isn't.
Everything is beautiful when you're hitching a ride and you get a ride.
But I'm thinking about, everything is beautiful, but the song really kind of talks about everybody is beautiful. And according to a poll I read one time, there was 95% of Americans think they're attractive.
Really?
No, they've never been to a mall, apparently, or Walmart.
Yeah.
So, but anyway. So I think that song resonates with a lot of people. Good morning. To whom am I speaking?
Good morning, guys. Dave, North Providence. How are you
Dave.
today?
Hey, Dave.
Hi,
And
Dave.
ladies,
Hi, Dave.
how's it going? So, both good songs. I like Hitching a Ride, but I'm going to go with Everything is Beautiful. I just love the orchestration of that song.
Very good.
Lee, thanks you very much. What else you got?
And I got a trivia question. Which two major actors played all three characters, the Frankenstein monster, Dracula, and the Mummy?
Oh, Boris Karloff for one.
Nope.
No? Oh, wait, he didn't do Dracula.
He never played Dracula.
So the three again, please. Frankenstein.
These two actors, major actors, played the Frankenstein monster, Dracula, and the Mummy. I'll leave it up there, guys.
Okay.
Asfanguli.
Yeah,
All right.
I'd love to see him again. Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Have a good
Dave.
one.
Good morning. To whom am I speaking?
Hey guys, quick answer. He might be looking for Christopher Lee. I know he played the Mummy, and I think he may have played Frankenstein as well.
Can't picture
But that's
him in
my
that
guess.
role.
Christopher Lee.
Excuse me, Moose, before you go,
Yes.
the sentence you want us to finish regarding
Yes.
Hitchcock's quote, I may not have the exact words, but when he's referring to Northwest, is he referring to a train or a railway?
Actually, he is not. Actually, he is not. North by Northwest, and to finish that completed statement by Hitchcock, he said the whole film is epitomized in the title. There is no such thing as North by Northwest on the compass.
Oh, I thought that was too obvious, so that's why I didn't say that.
No, yeah. I think maybe Am is looking for Honeycombs. Have I the right to love you?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, that was a hit in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Honey something. I don't know what.
I'm
not sure.
I should know that, too. Started with an L. Landis. Connie Landis. And her brother was in the group playing guitar.
Oh, okay. I don't know if that was it. Anyway, I'll let you go and leave that commonality about those top 10 songs in the UK all have something in common.
We also have Gimme Shelter, who was the female singer in it. That's still out there, right?
We got that yesterday.
We did?
Yeah.
Who?
Forget the name. We got that yesterday.
Okay, it's Mary.
Yeah.
She was Mary Wilson or something.
No, she was a singer with
What?
the Rayettes, Ray Charles
With
Rayettes.
the Ray Charles
yeah.
yeah. Mary Wilson, I think her name was.
She was pregnant and lost her child at the time. So.
No, Mary Wilson was with the Supremes.
Supremes.
Okay. All right, Moose. Thank you.
Okay, you bet.
All right. Good morning. To whom am I speaking?
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sheila.
Unfortunately, I heard you in the beginning and so forth, and then I got a call from my friends in Florida, and then I got another call, but I'm back again, so I've been hearing bits and pieces. First of all, I'm gonna vote for Ray Stevens. Everything is beautiful.
Okay.
And also, now somebody was mentioning about a one-armed drummer.
Yeah.
Okay, Def Leppard. The fellow
Okay.
lost his arm.
I know,
the
it was
drummer, I
heavy.
believe. So that was my first thought on that. So.
All right.
Okay, so with that, I will say adieu for today and talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you, Sheila. All right. All right, lines are open again at 401-766-1240. So, Louise, we missed you last week because
I missed you guys too.
The subject matter was I actually kind of geared them towards you, and you let me down terribly.
I'm so sorry for my transgression.
But we'll get to that if we have time, and I give you a chance to chime in on those subjects in a second. Good morning. To whom am I speaking?
Hi, this is Marie.
Hi, Marie.
Hi, Marie.
Hi, Lee. Hi, Louise and Eddie and Carrie.
Hello.
Guess who I'm voting for?
Vanity Fair.
I like that. They were good both songs. I like both because I sing both of them when I hear them. So I'll go with Hitching a Ride.
All right.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Very good.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Okay.
I need to get married so I can get more votes.
Yeah. There's our reason. I'm married, and you don't hear my wife calling in half the time. So,
Well, if it's close, she will to break the tie or whatever.
So Louise, the subject last week that I was reminded of, because I go by every day. I go by a house that I spent a lot of time in. It belonged to one of my friends. The house is now vacant, and the lawn is overgrown, and it's sad. And I was wondering, my first house that I ever bought was at 939 Eddie Dowling Highway in North Smithfield, and it's no longer there. So, that's kind of sad. Do you have any sad house memories, or good house memories? Do you visit? Do you ever visit houses that you grew up in I your grandparents lived in? Or?
Well, it's only one.
Only one.
Yes, I was born in Central Falls, and as my father was born there as well, and when he got married, he rented an apartment 2 houses up from where he was born, and my parents rented that apartment for 34 years before I bought a house, and we all moved out together. And I choose to look back on all the fond memories. I mean, there were some not so fond ones, but I choose to accentuate the positive. And there was a time when I would go back and check out the neighborhood and started to notice the changes. But when you prompted the topic yesterday, I didn't have time to swing by, so I went online, and you can go on, I believe I was on MapQuest, and you can click on Street View. And when I saw the house, and this was a 4-decker, and we lived on the 3rd floor for all that time. And when I saw the house, I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't look like it. And you can move like up the street and down the street, and the first thing that threw me was the color of the house had changed. When we grew up, all the houses were different colors on the street. Gray was probably the predominant color, but the house that I grew up in was wooden shingles, and it was yellow on the 1st floor and maroon on the 2nd and 3rd and 4th. And which sounds ugly, but it had a certain charm to it growing up back then. And, the house next door was like a burnt orange. And after that, it was olive green. And then it was maybe another gray one. And so now they're all this vinyl-sided gray. But there was a distinctive, they had a big window on the 1st floor. And you might see this sometimes driving around in old sections of Woonsocket, still in Central Falls, sometimes in Pawtucket, that the upper part of the window is like decorative glass.
Yeah.
And that's the only way I could identify the house, was through the decorative glass on the 1st floor. We had an internal fire escape, and now the fire escapes are on the outside, on the front of the house where our porches used to be. I remember the front of the house was covered with wooden porches, and I remember the time my mother discovered for herself it was no longer safe to go on the porches because her foot went through one of the boards. And at that point, she just boarded it up, called the landlord, and shortly thereafter the porches came down. And but now the fire escapes in the front just take away from the appearance of the building. And
but they're so much safer than having them on the inside where the fire is.
I agree, but the connection between the 3rd and the 4th floor was a trap door in the front hallway. And when the landlord's relatives lived on the 4th floor, it was fine. It was the 1950s. In the 1960s, my godparents, my aunt and uncle, and my 2 cousins lived up there because they had survived a house fire, and the landlord rented them that tenement for $5 a week. I still remember $5 a week until you get on your feet, which I thought was very gracious of the landlord. So as little kids, on Saturday mornings, we could very easily go walk up the stairs, knock on the door, and my aunt and uncle would let us in. But it was more fun to go in the front hallway, and I would climb up the ladder and I would knock on the trap door, and my cousins would come and we would talk and pass notes through the little slit where the trap door wasn't completely sealed. And but then as the 80s approached, strangers started to live there, and these 2 young punks, really, they were young guys. They were college age, but they weren't college educated, and they were throwing down, they would lift the trap door and throw, porn magazines down into the hallway, I think just to get my mother's goat, and give us more reasons to complain to the landlord. And we started to not feel safe with them. So my mother used to barricade the doors that led to our apartment. So, I have a lot of fond memories playing in that yard. I could go on for an hour just about how much fun we had in that backyard. But I hear the phones ring.
All right,
We'll take a break.
Good morning. To whom am I speaking?
This is Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
Okay, between the 2 songs, everyone is saying it's a tough choice. I was going to go with Everything is Beautiful, but I made a delivery this morning to this place in North Attleboro. And as I was leaving, there was a guy standing on a box truck taking a leak.
And it wasn't beautiful?
And I'm listening to Ray Stevens going, everything is good. I was like, no, this is not good. I've always liked the song by Vanity Fair, so I guess I got to go with Vanity Fair.
Okay.
And I think the lady I mentioned yesterday was Mary Clinton or something like that.
Yeah.
From the Rats. Or Mary Clayton.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Clayton. 'Cause I was thinking David Clayton Thomas.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents for the today.
Okay. All right, very good, Bobby.
All right. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, and we'll be right back.
ON Radio. Big banks offer you everything these days. Bank from home, bank from your phone, even apply for a loan from anywhere you are. It's called Big Bank Tech, and it's pretty cool. Did you know you don't have to go to a big bank to be pretty cool? Navigant Credit Union offers their members all the big bank tech without the big bank. And if you want to come into a branch to see us, we'll make you feel like you own the place, because you do. We think that's pretty cool, too. Navigant Credit Union, member NCUA.
Hi, my name is Yvette Houle, and I'm from Holy Trinity Parish here on Park Avenue. I would like to let everyone know that we are holding our annual Christmas Bazaar in our Parish Hall, 1371 Park Avenue, Woonsocket. It is also handicap accessible. The date is Saturday, November 9th, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Featured will be many booths with handmade and crafted items, baked goods, penny social, gift certificate raffle, special raffle, split the pot, and theme baskets. Visit our Santa and take photos as well as give him your wish list. Our kitchen will be open for lunch, which will include the popular Dynamites, hamburgers, hot dogs, fries, onion rings, and Venus de Milo soup. If you have any questions, give me Yvette Houle a call at 766-5663.
This ON AM and FM forecast is being sponsored by The Beef Barn, with 2 locations, Pulaski Boulevard in Bellingham, and the new location in North Smithfield at 200 Industrial Drive. Sunny skies and a high of 57 with a breeze from the northeast. Tonight, clear skies, overnight low of 41. Friday's weather, sunshine and 59. Saturday, sunshine and 68. Sunday, sunny and 72. Monday, sunny and 76. Tuesday, sunny and 75. And next Wednesday, mostly sunny skies and a high of 72 degrees.
All right, we're back, and that's an interesting thing you were just mentioning. We're going to get to in a second. Good morning. To who am I speaking?
Hey, morning, Gary. Armin once more.
Hey, Armin.
First of all, we got some correct answers by the Moose Man. The Honeycombs was the British group with the female drummer.
I got it right.
Yep. I Have the Right was the big song they had.
Yeah, I got it right.
Before.
Yeah.
And Eddie, the Barbarians.
Yeah, multi.
Yep. They were from Cape Cod, I guess. Are You a Boy or Are You a Girl was their big hit.
Yeah, but they never charted. It never charted top 40.
What, that song?
Yep. Never
All right,
charted. It was a mild hit around here.
Okay.
But it never charted top 40. I don't think it did.
Yeah, so they kind of played off Barbarians with the hook, and they kind of featured it on some of the covers.
Then he also did a song called Multi where he talks about losing his hand.
I'm kind of, Louise, this inside fire escape. Now, did this come from, like, the third floor? It was a trap door in the floor, you're saying?
It was a trap door that led from the fourth floor to the third floor, because the fourth floor was an afterthought.
It was like an attic that was made into a living space.
Exactly. And so it was a little smaller, but, it had windows, it had 2 bedrooms, and the dining room and the living room was an open space. And
had a kitchen and a bathroom?
Yeah. And and there was a little pantry, if you want to call it that, like the oven was in a little alcove.
Yeah.
And the fridge was nearby. And I have many fond memories of that upstairs space because, like I said, my aunt and uncle lived there for a good year and a half. And so we were just constantly going up and down between the floors, but it was more fun to go through the trap door in my cousin's bedroom. It was, they were 2 and 5 when my cousin was my age, she was 5. And her little brother was 2, and they shared the same bedroom until they found another apartment. So you could lift the trap door, but an adult needed to lift it because it wasn't hinged. So you had to lift it and grab it and pull it away, kind of like a manhole cover. But unlike,
did it have a ladder or something?
And it had a wooden ladder that you crawled down, and then you would be in our front hallway, which led to a wooden porch, and when the porches were taken down, it was replaced by a window, and then there was another door that led down a front stairwell, which led to the front porch on the first floor.
And where was the ladder stored? Like, it wasn't...
No, it was up against the wall. It was just built up against the wall.
Nailed to the wall.
Nailed to the wall. Yeah. And it was maybe about 1.5 feet wide. So when you're 5 years old, it seems really high, and you're crawling up the thing. But it was permanent. It was a wooden ladder attached to the wall, and the lats were maybe about an inch thick, but 2 inches wide, so you could grab them. So if you were looking at them, they were like 2 inches wide, but an inch thick. The depth was an inch, and so about 1.5 feet long. And so you wouldn't want to be dealing with that with smoke and flames nearby.
There was all kinds of fire code violations there.
Yeah. And
I've never heard of this trap door thing. So you just got down to the 3rd floor, then you would use
stairs,
either the stairs or
stairs to the.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you just come down the stairs?
Well, if it was blocked.
Well, case in point, I'll reference my aunt and uncle who lived on the west end of the city, and their house was similar. There was the main entrance to the house was towards the back of the yard, and so you went up theirs was a 3-decker. The fire escape was the front stairwell. The stairwell faced the street. And so when their apartment caught on fire, the fire started on the second floor behind the refrigerator. So it went up the back stairwell, the main stairwell, and my aunt was the one who was awakened and called the fire department, and as she described it, she hung up the phone and the phone melted. So they grabbed the kids and they went down the front stairwell, but the problem was they had trouble getting out because the woman on the second floor was using the front stairwell for storage. But because they couldn't get out the back stairwell because of the flames, the front stairwell was the egress. And everybody made it out safely, even the woman in whose apartment the fire started. But so that was a common thing in Central Falls.
So a couple notes there: do not block stairwells.
Correct.
And the back where your refrigerator is up against the wall, especially if it's in like a cubby kind of situation, that's a huge dust trap, and that dust will catch on fire. So pull your refrigerators out and clean them.
Good point.
Yep.
This has been a public service announcement.
Yes.
Well, it
Brought to you
true.
by ON Radio and Menden Area Real Estate.
All right,
all
Gary,
right.
I got a music question for you here. Well, I got you on the line here.
Go ahead.
And I find this one hard to believe myself. I stumbled across this on the internet. And it says that this musical group was the first to have #1 hits in the UK. So we're talking UK charts in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. What was the UK group to have? #1 hits in the UK in 60s, 70s, and 80s, and it's a group.
Is it an American group?
Negative.
Okay.
No. Non-American group.
Okay.
All right, we'll throw it out there. I don't know if it's true or not, but I mean that's what it says here. So
I thought
we'll
Elton,
find out.
Elton
All right,
John
guys.
did that. But
All right. Very
Yeah.
good. Thank you. Good morning. To my speaking.
Hey guys, couple of hits to 60s, 70s, and 80s can't be obvious. Stones, that's possible.
Yeah.
I know they had #1s in 60s and 70s. I
possible.
think I Miss You. I think that was 80s, wasn't it?
yeah, Wild Horses.
Why would that be hard to believe, though?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It just seems too
I-
obvious. That,
Did you say the first? The first to get this distinction?
First ones to have that distinction, yes.
60s, 70s, and 80s? Well, yeah, I don't think it's any one of the big boys. Unless it's maybe, I don't know. On the singles charts, it's got to be a big group. Geez, I don't know. But I got a couple of things. You know, it was with the Raylettes, Gary. They had a lot of singers that went through the Raylettes. Marilyn McCoo.
Ah, was she? Yeah.
She was part of the Raylettes. They showed a picture of her. I said, wow, look how young she looks. She looks so young. So we got that. Are you a boy or are you a girl, Eddie?
Yep.
I was looking for it, and I can't find this
Nope.
song. How come I can't find it?
It
Because
never-
it didn't crack the top
Yeah,
40.
never charted.
No, didn't.
It hit 55 or something. It stalled there.
Yep.
Wow.
So you couldn't get that. And even Marie Saint, we didn't get the film. What film did she win the Academy Award for?
Well, didn't
We mentioned North by Northwest.
Yeah, we were assuming it was North by Northwest.
It's not.
It's not.
One of your favorite actors had the lead role in this film there, Gary.
Uh-huh.
The supporting cast was Eva Marie Saint, Rod Steiger. I think McQueen made a very, very cameo appearance in this. Rod Steiger, Lee J. Cobb, all in this movie. Marlon Brando.
on the waterfront?
That's the one. on the waterfront. Yeah, that's the one. And
You
all those
lied.
songs-
You said it was one of my favorite actors.
Yeah, that's right.
You lied, Moose. You lied.
I lied. You're lying. Lying.
You could have been cantando.
You could have been an actor.
And all those top 10 songs in the UK all have something in common.
Yeah.
They're all.
All by British acts.
Oh, okay.
All of them. Each song. So that's it. And you guys have a great day.
All right.
What's
Thank you.
that? What's the commonality?
Commonality what?
British acts.
No,
They're all British
the
acts.
commonality with
Joe
the
Jackson, Monkeys, Raiders.
Oh, well, go ahead. Spit it out.
Steppin'.
Step is right. Stepping Out by Joe Jackson.
Not just stepping stone.
Step by Step. And Stepping Out on Me, Paul Revere.
Yeah.
That's it, guys. Have a good day.
Thank you, Moose. Good morning. To my speaking.
Hey, folks. Dave, North Providence, how are we today?
Dave.
So I got, Moose got half of the answer on that. Christopher Lee was one of the actors who played the Frankenstein monster, Dracula, and the Mummy, but the other one was also the guy who played the Wolfman, Lon Chaney Jr.
Oh.
Yep. So that's all I got today, guys. Hopefully talk to you tomorrow.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
And that'll do it for us today. Thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
WOON Woonsocket. This ON AM and FM forecast brought to you by Design Wood Floors in Blackstone. Design Wood Floors is dedicated to the fine art of designing and installing unique wood floors. For questions or ideas about wood floors, call Design Wood Floors at 617-967-4071. Sunny skies and a high of 57 with a breeze from the northeast. Tonight, clear skies, overnight low of 41. Friday's weather, sunshine and 59. Saturday, sunshine and 68.